Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm trying out this sailor pinch bow that I've bought a template for from eBay. Now it's called a cheer pinch bow on eBay, but I'm going to try out these fabrics that I received from Sophia Grace Craft Supplies. I did a video on their bundle, their surprise box, and I've got lots of fabrics left over. So I wanted to give this a try because in their customer group, they have a video on making these pinch bows with this fabric. So I thought I'd follow the tutorial, do it my own way, and see how we get on. This template is actually a little bit bigger than the one on the video, but I like my bows bigger rather than smaller anyway. So what I'm going to do, or what I've done, is I have already cut the fabric out. So all you do is you put these templates onto the back of the fabric, draw around them and cut them out. So we've got the top, which is the bow loops, and the bottom for the tails, and then I've done a glittery bit for the centre. So what we're going to do first is grab a pen and we're going to fold this over in half, and on that crease we're going to just mark a line on that side, or you could open it up and do it if it's easier. Mark a line there and a line there, and we're going to just do the same on the tails while we're at it. So fold it in half, and then we're going to just mark a line along that half. So then what we're going to do next is we're going to fold this. So this is the bow loop, the top part. We're going to fold this in half with the pattern inside, and we're going to make sure that that mark on that side and that mark on that side line up with each other. Now what they do on their tutorial is they sew, well, not, they don't sew, they wrap thread around it, because this leatherette is notorious for not sticking. But I'm going to use glue. So I'm just going to put a little dot of glue in the middle there, and then join these up together and just pinch it and hold it in place. And then what we're going to do is just fold this back on itself and make sure that those marks are still lined up with each other. And then we're going to just put a little bit of glue on there and stick it down, and a little bit of glue on there and stick it down. So then what that has done is it's given us a crease. So I'm just going to hold it for a second for that glue to go cold, and then what we're going to do, sometimes it'll stick, sometimes it won't. If I pull that, that's going to come apart, but it's keeping its shape for now, so we're going to leave it. So on the ends of these two, we're going to just put some glue. Now you can do them both at once or separately. I'm going to do them separately so the glue stays nice and hot. We're going to bring it to that crease and just pinch it into the crease. Now we don't bring it fully into the middle. One, because it's glued together, and two, because we want some of this canvas style fabric to be seen to stick the clip to. So we're going to do the same on the other side. I'm just going to put some glue. Don't need to be a lot of glue. And this is hot glue I'm using as well. And we hold that pinch until that cools a little bit. And then that top bit is now done. And we can puff it out a little bit. Now, we basically do the same thing with the tails. So we fold it in half, making sure that those lines match up. And then put a little bit of glue. Doesn't have to be a lot. And like I say, on their tutorial on their customer group on Facebook. What she does is, instead of using glue, she just gets some cotton and wraps it round to keep it held together. Because these don't hold well with glue, that sometimes is a better way to do it. But I'm just going to risk it today and see if we can get it to work with the glue. So again, we just stick these sides down, making sure that those marks we've made line up with each other. And you can just see it there, right in the middle of that, which is good, because we know we've got the centre. Now what we're going to do is just bring this down like this, because that's going to create the shape while it's drying of the tails. Okay, like that. So what we're going to do next is just put some glue on the middle there, making sure your pattern's the right way up. Well, they're just going to stick that together. Now the heat from that glue might make the layers unstick, so we're just going to keep pinching that until it's cool. You can see the basic shape of it anyway. That looks really pretty. And then I'm going to get my clip. I like to use a big clip on this. This is a 65mm alligator clip. I do believe this is about a 4.5-inch bow. Let me just grab. This is a 4.5-inch bow template. Yeah, it's about a 4.5-inch bow, this template. Okay, so that's stuck down. So what they do on their tutorial is just grab these together and wrap some cotton around the centre just to hold it together. Then I like the bow to pinch from this side, so put the bow upside down and we're going to put the clip on there. Now you can't glue all the way across because it'll stick to this leather and it just doesn't stick, it comes unsticky. So just here where we've left a bit of fabric, that's where we're going to put some glue, but making sure you pinch it together constantly because the heat from this glue is going to make it come apart. And we just put the clip on there and press down until it's actually stuck. And any excess glue, I don't know if you can see that there, any excess glue that seeps out the sides, when it's cool enough for you to do so, just pick that off. And after making bows for 12 years, I pretty much can do that when the glue's hot, but not really hot, so just be careful. And then we're ready for the centre. Now this bit's important because you do want the centre to go under the clip and wrap around the whole thing, and that's what's going to hold it together. As with every style of bow I make that has a middle, it needs to be glued into the clip. So what we do is we just put a bit of glue inside the clip, the width of this piece, and we put it under there, push it down, close the clip, make sure it's where it needs to be, and then we're going to just flatten those tails out, or whichever way you've glued it, and we're just going to wrap, just making sure that's all in place. We're going to just wrap that round and keeping hold of it to keep it all together. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue there, and that's going to stick that to the bow here. And then I'm going to put some glue on that side, and especially along this edge, and careful not to touch the edge of the bow because it is hot glue, and then lift the clip and push it underneath. Now this template did come with the bow centre. Just get that excess glue off my fingernail. It did come with the bow centre, but this was a little bit long, so I've actually cut a piece off. It was wasting fabric because I kept having to trim it off, so I just cut it off to the size that works best. You'll figure that out if you buy one of those templates. But there we go. Making sure you kept everything in the centre. It's not lopsided and it's quite pretty. And that fabric is gorgeous. And that's how you can make one of these sailor pinch bows using leatherette. Now, if hot glue isn't working for you, you can use super glue. But like I say, you can also use thread to tie it all together. But you do need to make sure you put that fabric inside the clip in here, because that is what holds the whole thing together. And it's nice and neat. And it looks really cute and it's really good quality. So I did have a go at making some of these before. So there's another one in a bumblebee fabric. And then this one was the first try I did, and I did a triple or a double concertina fold instead of a single one. And if you can see, this has then got dimple in the middle, but this one's got a raised fold in the middle. This one's actually a little bit bulkier in the middle because of the amount of folds and feels a little bit heavier. These ones are definitely easier to make if you do the single folds. So the tutorial from Sophia Grace was actually really, really helpful. So I've never made these bows before. It's the first time for me. And I'm going to continue to make more with the rest of the fabric that I received. So thank you for watching this tutorial. Hope you found it useful. Pop over to Sophia Grace and have a look what they've got to offer. Like I say, this template is actually off eBay, and it was called a cheer pinch. So it might come under different names, but if you have a look around, you should be able to find it. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Hope you'll give it a try. Pop a hello in the comment. Let me know you've been watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.